3, 2, 1. We jump. Now jump again. Wait. Come here. Speed up. Speed up. Yo, you dumb. You dumb. I hate you, boy. I hate you.
From getting jump scared and screaming out loud to breaking down in tears after a playful roast by Tyler on X, there have been countless moments where Kai has shown he's not exactly the most patient person when things don't go his way. But nothing shows his unpredictable nature quite like the time he and Speed streamed Fortnite together. And it was chaos from start to finish. The duo kicked things off full of energy, throwing playful jabs at each other, cracking jokes, and getting ready for an epic gaming session. But as things took a turn for the worse, and the losses kept piling up, both of them started questioning their life choices. There's this one moment that will go down in history: Speed's not-so-subtle way of distracting Kai during their gameplay. "Yo, what are you doing?" Kai asked as Speed, with his usual antics, started focusing on something completely off-topic. "Who you texting? Who you texting right now? Who you talking to?" In the middle of a game, Speed suddenly started looking down at his phone. The tension quickly turned into confusion. "My wife, man. You already know what it is. Lock in. We get a W," Speed said, clearly less focused on the game than on his text convo. Despite their high spirits at the start, things quickly spiraled out of control as they kept losing match after match. Kai, now visibly frustrated, could no longer hold back his feelings. "What's the problem, bro? What's the problem? You gotta say something, bro. Don't just sit there like a dumbass," Kai yelled, his patience clearly running thin. The frustration was palpable, especially with Speed in full meltdown mode, yelling at Kai and making things even worse. There was no way this was going to end without an explosion, and sure enough, it did. With Speed screaming in his ear, Kai couldn't hold it in any longer. He snapped, "I SP that goddamn!" he shouted, completely losing his cool. But wait, this wasn't even the first time something like this had happened. Even when Speed isn't around, Kai can't help but get caught up in the chaos. A few weeks ago, Kai was streaming when a viewer gifted him 300 subs. His excitement was off the charts, and he almost smashed his entire setup in the process. He managed to avoid disaster, but his regret was just as dramatic. Though his setup survived, his ego? Not so much. There was another memorable moment when AMP member David Dodds jump-scared Kai during a stream. Let's just say Kai wasn't prepared for that one. "Yo, y'all think I'm tripping? Do I look stupid right now?" he asked, completely taken by surprise. His reaction? Priceless. A mix of confusion, frustration, and genuine shock all in one moment. Kai's not exactly known for his composure in high-stress situations, and this just added another hilarious chapter to his unpredictable streaming career. So yeah, Kai may have a short fuse when it comes to certain situations. But one thing's for sure, his fans love every second of it. The highs, the lows, and everything in between make for an unforgettable show. Kai versus Phantom, the food fight showdown. Now, if you think Kai's the type to back down from any challenge, think again. When it comes to food, especially when he's hungry, Kai's known to go from chill to full-on rage in a matter of seconds. This was clear during the time he got into a heated argument with Phantom. It all started over something as simple as a craving for food. "I'm hungry," Kai casually said, thinking nothing of it. But Phantom wasn't in the mood to entertain his complaints. "Yo, who the hell do you think you are?" Kai responded, clearly annoyed that Phantom didn't seem to care about his hunger. "What you got for me, bro? What's good?" he demanded. Phantom wasn't backing down. "Yo, I'm hungry too, bro. Why you telling me you're hungry?" he shot back, not having it. It escalated quickly, and before anyone knew it, they were both getting up in each other's faces. "I will smack the..." Kai started, but the situation turned into a full-blown war of words. "What? What did you say?" Phantom yelled as the tension hit its peak. As the argument progressed, they kept going at it, neither one backing down. Kai, visibly upset, was pushing Phantom to his limits. "All right, bet, we gonna see," Phantom shot back. The insults continued, and the mood was thick with frustration. For anyone who was watching the stream, it was a hilarious but wild scene. But this wasn't just about food. This was Kai letting out all the pent-up frustration he'd been harboring from the times Phantom had snatched his food right in front of him. Yeah, it was all about revenge in the end. It was clear. The food wars weren't just an innocent back and forth. This moment was the culmination of a much deeper issue between the two. Now, Kai might be known for his playful banter, but when someone crosses a line, you better believe he's not afraid to confront it head-on. One such moment occurred back in July 2022, when the AMP members were just trying to have fun and annoy each other. But what started as harmless teasing quickly turned into an intense showdown, all because of a joke about a flag. It all kicked off when Kai and Phantom decided to mess around with Duke Dennis's D-Block sign. "Yo, just chill, not the MJ poster," Duke shouted in protest, already feeling the tension building. The playful energy took a quick turn into serious territory when Duke realized they were messing with his prized possessions. "Yo, what's up? What's up with y'all?" Duke yelled, clearly not amused. "I swear to God, bro," he continued, getting angrier. "We're not doing that. Stop playing with my stuff." Kai and Phantom were laughing, still taking it lightly, but Duke was having none of it. "On God, it's gonna be him. It's gonna be him who feels it," Duke threatened, clearly upset that they were disrespecting something so important to him. But things didn't calm down, and soon enough, Kai realized he had crossed a line. "I didn't know how serious it was, bro," Kai admitted, now realizing he may have gone too far with the teasing. He had no idea how much that sign meant to Duke, but now it was too late to take back what had already been said and done. And while Kai tried to smooth things over, it was obvious that Duke wasn't backing down anytime soon. But as tensions rose, Kai felt the need to clarify his side. "I didn't care about the logo, but I know what it means to you. I'm just trying to explain." Even though he didn't want to start a fight, Kai couldn't let the situation slide without speaking his truth. Still, what really pushed Kai over the edge wasn't the sign. It was when one of his subscribers casually commented that Kai's content was for kids. That's when things got heated. "Who the hell thinks I make content for kids?" Kai snapped back, his frustration boiling over. "You're dumb as hell if you think that's what I'm about." The truth was clear in that moment. Kai was not someone who would let a joke slide, especially when it touched on something personal to him. Whether it was food, a flag, or a joke about his content, Kai wasn't afraid to show how he felt. Kai takes a stand. This content is for me. When it comes to the content Kai creates, he's crystal clear about who it's for, himself and other grown people. "The content that I make is for me and other grown folks, bro," Kai said with a tone of finality. "If kids happen to tune in, you gotta call their parents. That ain't on me." Kai wasn't having it when a subscriber tried to imply his streams were geared toward a younger audience. "You can't blame me if kids are tuning in. Do your research. Type in my stream, and if it warns you to be 18 plus, that's on you, not me." This wasn't just about defending his content. It was about asserting control over his space. Kai doesn't mince words when he feels disrespected, and he's never shy to put anyone in their place, whether it's a subscriber or a random troll. But that wasn't the only time Kai had to stand his ground. No, the real chaos came during a Fortnite stream where a stream sniper was determined to ruin his game. "I don't care, man! Calm down and leave me alone!" Kai snapped, his frustration palpable. It was clear he'd had enough. This wasn't just about gaming, it was about Kai's space, his time, and his audience. If you crossed him, expect him to call you out. While dealing with trolls and snipers is one thing, Kai's most explosive moments often come from those closest to him, like Speed. During one unforgettable stream, the pair were playing Fortnite together, and it was a complete disaster. Kai was on edge from the start, trying to make the best of a frustrating situation. "Get off the car! Get off the car!" he shouted, but Speed wasn't cooperating. "What are you doing? Go, go, go!" Kai urged, but Speed was nowhere near as quick to react. "What the—" Kai let out a frustrated scream. The teamwork was falling apart and the tension was skyrocketing. Kai was struggling to hold it together, and when Speed hit the wrong buttons, Kai couldn't contain his rage. "You're stupid!" Kai shouted, his voice cracking with frustration. "Why would you?" His patience had officially run out. The chaos was almost too much to handle, and the stream became a wild spectacle for viewers. Speed's bad decisions were pushing Kai to the brink. "I hate you! I hate you!" Kai yelled, his anger boiling over. "This is so mad!" He could barely keep it together as the situation spiraled further. The viewers got an unfiltered look at Kai's raw emotions, but for him, it wasn't just a bad game. It was a personal blow. He was done. Elden Ring's torture. 1,701 deaths later. If you thought Kai had hit his limit with Fortnite, think again. There was another stream that showed just how far his patience could stretch. This time, it was Elden Ring, a game known for testing players' limits, and it did not disappoint. With each death, Kai's frustration grew. "Stop!" he screamed, clearly losing it. The deaths were piling up, and Kai's temper was boiling over with every misstep. "You're my least favorite person ever on this earth!" Kai yelled at the game, now speaking directly to the character causing him the most pain. "I'm gonna shoot you! I'm gonna shoot you!" It was clear the game was starting to mess with Kai's head. He was on the verge of losing it entirely, but his breakdowns were part of what made his streams so compelling. Raw, unfiltered emotion. Fans loved it, even as they watched him nearly have a mental breakdown after one too many failures. It wasn't just the game that had Kai on edge, though. His setup took the brunt of his frustration. "If this fat sits on me one more time," Kai shouted, referring to the problems with his setup. He was on the edge, and it showed. The sheer number of deaths in Elden Ring was enough to drive anyone insane. 1,701 deaths, to be exact. But the real torment came from outside the game. After surviving one of the toughest gaming experiences, Kai thought he could breathe easy, only to find his PSN account hacked. His frustration skyrocketed. "I swear to God, what dumb stuff do people in 2025 have coming for them?" Kai fumed. He was seething with rage, knowing that even after all the challenges he overcame in the game, something as petty as a hacked account could ruin everything. Despite the chaos and frustration, Kai was determined to keep going. But it was clear, when Kai gets angry, he doesn't hold back, whether it's at his teammates, trolls, or the game itself. Kai's confrontation over his hacked account. In the world of gaming, personal space and security are paramount, but that didn't stop a hacker from crossing a major line with Kai. After Kai's PSN account was compromised, he was beyond frustrated. "You think I'm joking? You think I look like I'm playing?" He fired back. With his voice laced with anger, Kai confronted the individual who had hijacked his account. "I'm 17, bro. I'll give you a wedgie." His patience had worn thin, and this wasn't just a game for Kai. It was personal. But the hacker wasn't backing down, continuing to taunt Kai. This didn't sit well with him. Kai quickly brought in a friend who also had access to his account information, ready to put an end to the situation once and for all. "I don't know who said you could do this," Kai warned, his tone icy, "but I'll find you, and you don't want that." It was a stark reminder of how serious things could get for Kai if you messed with him. The hacker may not have known who they were up against, but they would soon find out. "I have so many tools at my disposal," Kai continued, "and things you've never even seen." Kai wasn't just trying to recover his account. He was trying to make sure the hacker knew who they were dealing with. While it remains unclear if Kai successfully got his account back, it's safe to say that the dignity of the hacker was long gone after this exchange. Kai's awkward date proposal moment. Kai's vulnerability and authenticity are what draw fans to his streams, but sometimes his honesty leads to some cringeworthy moments. In May 2024, during a stream with Tyler, Kai decided to make his move, live on stream in front of 150,000 viewers. "Tyler, would you like to go on a date with me?" Kai asked nervously. The awkwardness was palpable, and Tyler's response was less than encouraging. "Are you asking me for real?" Tyler replied, clearly caught off guard. Kai's face was a mixture of sincerity and embarrassment, but he pushed forward. "Yeah, I'm serious," he said. But Tyler wasn't having it. "You can't do that live," Tyler told him. The whole situation was awkward for Kai, who was putting himself out there trying to shoot his shot on a very public platform. Why not? It's truth or dare, Kai reasoned, but Tyler wasn't convinced. The conversation quickly shifted, and Kai could only laugh it off. It was a moment that Kai will likely never forget, but it didn't end there. In September 2024, things took another turn. As Kai was watching a music video by his ex, he went through the entire emotional roller coaster. First, it was denial, then anger, and before long, he was bargaining with himself. "I don't even care," he said, trying to shake off the pain. "No, I really don't care." He tried to convince himself that he was okay, but as the video continued, Kai couldn't help but feel the sting. The phase of depression followed quickly, and viewers could see his struggle. Despite the emotional turmoil, Kai eventually got through it. His recovery came when he found a new girlfriend, signaling that he had entered the acceptance phase. Although it took a while for him to recover from the heartbreak, Kai emerged stronger and more determined than ever to move forward, madden Wager loss and getting revenge on Ray. Kai's competitive nature is well known, but it wasn't always easy for him to keep his cool when things didn't go his way. One of his more intense moments occurred when he lost a $20,000 Madden wager to his friend Ray. The loss hit him hard, but instead of sulking, Kai decided to seek revenge in his own way. He hopped into Phantom Stream, full of energy, and began talking about how he was going to get Ray back. "You know what? I don't even need to take it off one while," Kai joked, giving Ray a hard time. "I can help him," he added, still reeling from the sting of the loss. Kai didn't just accept defeat. He found a way to turn it into content. It was all about the show for Kai, and fans loved the energy he brought, even when the situation was frustrating. But things took a more serious turn when XQC, another big-name streamer, called Kai out for not paying him on a wager he had lost. "Bro, I don't know why you're acting like this," XQC said, confronting Kai in front of his audience. "It's like I see a new clip every week of you talking about me. Are you dead or something?" Kai was taken aback. The call-out was unexpected, but it sparked a heated exchange between the two. "What the?" Kai muttered under his breath, clearly confused and annoyed. While things didn't escalate further, it was clear that Kai wasn't going to let XQC's accusations slide without addressing them. Kai's ability to maintain composure in heated situations is impressive, but there's one thing that can really push him over the edge, and that's messing with him or his people. When it comes to confrontation, Kai has no problem addressing it head-on, even when dealing with big personalities like XQC. In a memorable moment, Kai called out XQC, but it wasn't just about words. It was clear that there was some real tension between the two. "He'll glaze me, and then he'll flip the script, switching up and saying some wild stuff," Kai explained, showing that dealing with XQC was like navigating a roller coaster. "I don't see it. To do with rage. I done seen it with Aiden. I done seen it with Mad, you, Felix." Kai's frustration was evident as he tried to stay calm but was clearly on the verge of losing his cool. "You dead-ass, bro," Kai said, his tone cutting through the tension. "If you're going to mess with me on some funny stuff, stop, bro, like dead-ass gang." The words were sharp, and even though Kai was holding it together, it was clear he was ready to escalate the situation. But despite the intensity of the moment, Kai was calm enough to deliver a verbal smackdown when it came to his words. "Don't try to flex on me. Watch for watch, house for house, M for M. I'm with it. You can't do that with me," Kai warned. This wasn't just a one-time thing. Kai had clearly had enough of the back and forth. The fact that Kai didn't let it slide just shows how much he values respect in these online spaces. But no matter how fiery the exchange, Kai remains strategic in how he handles things. With a calm demeanor and a razor-sharp tongue, he's proved time and time again that messing with him or his people comes at a cost. Kai's Twitter battle with your rage. It wasn't just XQC who felt the heat from Kai. Even within the AMP house, Kai was ready to throw hands, figuratively of course, especially when it came to online beef. The Twitter ratio battle between Kai and your rage was a prime example of this. While most people would back down or avoid engaging with another person on social media, Kai leaned in and got his chat involved in the battle. On stream, Kai pumped up his viewers saying, "Come on, chat, help me out. Don't snitch, bro." He wasn't just talking to the camera, he was coaxing his audience into a full-on Twitter war. "Don't snitch. Please don't snitch, bro. Please don't snitch." Kai's words were rapid fire and his energy was through the roof. His commitment to winning the battle was clear, and the competitive spirit was infectious. Even though he was on the verge of snapping in the heat of the moment, Kai managed to stay focused on the task at hand, making sure his followers helped him secure the win. His chat wasn't just a group of viewers, they were his backup. "Go crazy, chat! Go crazy, chat! Go stupid!" he encouraged. It wasn't just a typical stream. It was a full-blown social media battle royale. But that wasn't the end of it. In a truly chaotic and unexpected moment, Kai took things to a whole new level. Guess what? Is he watching? No, I need this expletive to see. The intensity shot through the roof as Kai got even more riled up. "Yeah, Daddy's watching," he shouted, throwing in his usual flair of playful yet taunting humor. "I found your KNE," he added, a playful yet aggressive tone creeping in. At this point, it was clear. If you were in Kai's way, you better be prepared for anything. His ability to flip from calm and composed to full-on snap mode was something that his fans had grown accustomed to, and that's what kept them coming back for more. Kai's unpredictability is what makes him so captivating to watch. Whether it's his fiery confrontations or his chaotic Twitter battles, you never know when he's going to snap. But when he does, you know it's going to be epic. His approach to handling beef, whether it's with XQC or Your Rage, shows that Kai isn't afraid to stand his ground. It's not just about winning, it's about sending a clear message. Don't mess with him.